I keep talking about all these things that I have a feeling they don't like me to talk about. Right? I mean, how many people watch my show all the time? You guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I've been reporting on. Now they're labeling basically every episode that I've done a conspiracy theory, which, I mean, I've done my research and I've had prominent people bringing the stuff to my attention and finding them, from senators to, big time journalists that I follow and know personally, and trust. So now they're trying to convince everybody that it has all been a crazy conspiracy, and Donald Trump was pushing this narrative, and it's his fault that everything that happened on the 6th happened. So we're going to talk about that as well with the 25th Amendment. I mean, I don't really know how to talk about this stuff without like risking being banned. So I have a feeling it's just going to happen. All right. Anyway. All right. First, I want to talk about this. This is from the State Department. Everyone was passing this around. Donald J. Trump's term ended 2021 1/11, which was today, 1949, which is has it passed 1949, which is what 749. So what is that in? It's like an hour. Well, everyone was like, "What does it mean? What does it mean? Oh my gosh, what does it mean?" Well, it turns out, supposedly, it was a disgruntled employee that was really upset and just wanted to throw that out there. So I don't know what this means. I don't think it's true. It seems like someone was just messing around, trying to tweak the system or tweak everyone's minds. And you know what a better time, because everybody's on edge. Everyone's on edge. It's like people are getting canceled. People are if you were associated with Trump, they know it, then you're a bad guy. I've had people saying it's my fault. Like I'm personally at fault for what happened. Really? Do you not know me at all? Do you not know how I advocate for non-violence? I don't like violence at all. Anytime anyone suggests it, I'm like, you're wrong. You're losing your whatever point you were trying to make is gone instantaneously. So any violence, I don't condone on either side. It doesn't matter. I just don't accept it. I will not. Okay? So if people are listening to me, they're knowing I'm trying to bring the information out there and stop violence. Those are the two things that I want to do. If I can make a difference, and that's what I want to do, that's what I'm going to do. All right, with my platform. So, I mean, and it's someone that's actually rather close to me. So it kind of hurt. It kind of hurt to hear it. It's like, man, like you're just attacking me now. You're attacking me because you're brainwashed. A lot of these people are so washed into, and mind you, it could be on either side, all right? But I am talking about the people with very high doses of TDS syndrome, okay? Which is Trump derangement syndrome. They are blinded by it, to the fact that, they now have hatred for anyone that is on the other side of them, okay? Now, on the same side, people on the other side are advocating for violence. Like, I don't like that. Granted, it's a small few. It's one Parler post that one person posted, and that is all of the news is going on. Like, oh my gosh, they're trying to rally up for violence. Literally, I've seen one person post one thing, and that's what they're basing it all on. Okay, sure. What happened on the 6th? There was people fighting, but what about people fighting for the past 8 months, burning down cities, making our American cities look like war zones? Do people forget that? I certainly haven't. I've been covering the news for nearly a year now. Seriously, it's been nearly a year of me just being inundated with the news and doing nothing but understand what's happening in the political side of things, the cultural side of things, basically everything. Look, I want to address this, okay? Because this frustrates me. Look at BuzzFeed News. Trump launched a deadly attempted coup, encouraging a mob to breach the U.S. Capitol building because he lost the presidential election. No, I was there. I listened to his speech. He said peacefully. He said we're going to go stand and protest in front of the Capitol building and peacefully voice our concerns and root for the senators that are going to bring the evidence to light. He didn't say one word about attacking anyone, going inside the Capitol. He never said that. I was there. I listened to it. I was at that rally. Look at this. This is the words. All right. This sums it up very well. This is him talking about it. He said, after this, we're going to go walk down, and I'll be there with you. He was planning on going with everybody. We're going to walk down. We're going to walk down anyone you want. I think right here, we're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women, and we're probably not going to be cheering for some of them because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength, and you have to be strong. We have to come to demand that Congress do the right thing, only count the electors who have been lawfully slated. I know that everyone will be here, will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. Peacefully. Okay? And then he tweeted out, I condemn this violence. Like, look, the election, obviously he believes that it was stolen from him. So he stated, like, it sucks that the way it went down, but please stop the violence. Please stop trying to storm the Capitol. They deleted the tweet. Why? So this is what I don't understand. People tend to forget about 1967. Black Panthers actually stormed the Capitol themselves, armed to the teeth with weapons. They infiltrated and went in and took over Capitol Hill, the Capitol building, with weapons, fully armed. Okay? They got arrested and were given their guns back, and that's that. Okay? Look at this. This is them inside the Capitol building. I have got nothing wrong with them being armed. Honestly, I don't want any violence. Remember this, okay? But to know that and to see how the media is spinning this whole thing, that this is the biggest thing that ever happened. It's insurrection. AOC came out and said, half of us almost died. She might as well have been clutching her pearls, because I've seen what they were doing. Half of them were in there smoking doobies with their shoes on the desks, filming themselves making prank phone calls to the president. Okay, sure, there was a few of them that were fighting, but I saw them fighting outside. They weren't fighting inside. What were they trying to do? Break through the glass? One of the girl that got shot, it's a shame that it happened, but she was unarmed. She jumped through. She looked like she was jumping through the door and got shot. I guess they're actually investigating that death, that it was unlawful because she was unarmed and wasn't doing anything to take a bullet to the neck and get killed. So, I mean, we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to be in trouble for even just talking about this right here. This is a problem. That we're at a point where I can't even discuss things without something in the back of my head. Is YouTube going to cut me off? Is Twitter going to ban me? I mean, Twitter, honestly, I'm surprised, because I've been very vocal about everything that's been going on. I'm shocked that I have not been booted off Twitter. But that's neither here nor there. I want to talk more about this. Democrats will move on impeachment if Pence doesn't act. All right, so this, I guess it was updated 26 minutes ago, but I don't know what they have changed or not, but I'll just read it to you. Poised to impeach, the House sped ahead Monday with plans to oust President Donald Trump from office, warning he is a threat to democracy and pushing the vice president and cabinet to act even more quickly in an extraordinary effort to remove Trump in the final days of his presidency. Trump faces a single charge: incitement of insurrection. Now, I'm going to just take a pause there, because that's what they're going on. Incitement of insurrection. Where? Where did he say that? Where? Show me where he told people to go, break into the Capitol and fight your way in. I listened to his speech. He didn't say that. I already went over to the spot where he was talking about going over the Capitol. And then he already condemned the violence and said, stop, go home, be peaceful. Twitter deleted that and then banned him outright because they were like, good, we've got something. This is it. Now we can run with it. It's crazy. So yeah, he faces that single charge, incitement of insurrection, after a deadly Capitol riot in an impeachment resolution that the House will begin debating Wednesday. At the same time, the FBI warned ominously on Wednesday of potential armed protests in Washington and many states by Trump loyalists ahead of President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration, January 20th. In a dark foreshadowing, the Washington Monument was being closed to the public amid threats of disruption. It all adds up to a stunning final moments for Trump's presidency as Democrats and a growing number of Republicans declare that he is unfit for office and could do more damage after inciting a mob that violently ransacked the U.S. Capitol last Wednesday. Where? Show me where he did that. They keep saying this. Everyone, it's out of their mouth. I can't believe he did this. He incited this violence. Show me where he did that. Because so I'm also now hearing they were already at the Capitol building while Trump was still speaking. Well, I'll tell you what, all of those people that went there January 6th, they were there listening to Trump. They weren't over at the Capitol building. I don't know who was over at that Capitol building. I don't trust it. I'm seeing all these random videos of Trump supporters stopping people breaking windows. Of course, they were wearing all black. Suspect. Okay, I'm seeing other videos of Trump supporters grabbing what seemed to be scaffolding pieces. Definitely could have been used as weapons. Let's give these to the police because this could be bad. We don't want, So the media and the Democrats are now wrapping all of Trump supporters, anyone that supported Trump, into this blanket of insurrectionist, seditionist. They keep voicing those words, and that is ridiculous. I don't want that. I want unity. I want people to come back together and stop fighting each other. Because we need to come together. That's how we win. And I'm talking both sides. Okay? Working together is how we're going to do it. Right now, we're seeing the people in charge going, yes, fight each other while we get more and more powerful. That's what they want. They want us all fighting. I don't want to fight anybody. I want everyone to get along and work and move towards a bright future for everybody. For the newer generations. That's how humanity has gotten here. We lost that. I look out into the world right now and I see a bunch of people worrying about themselves, caring about themselves. And everybody is guilty of this at one point in their lives, including me, everybody. Okay? Because we're taught to be selfish in this world. We have a society where you don't have to worry about the base things in life to take care of yourself. Those things are taken care of. Food, shelter, electricity, the basic water. I can go over to my faucet right now and turn it on. I got water. Boom. You don't think about the fact that if those things were taken away, you're going to have to band together to survive. That's how humans used to be for the longest time. Now we're all on our own. It's all me. Get the coolest outfit, get the dopest longboard that you can find, to make the other person want it, to buy more things, to consume. That's the society we live in. Sure, but now we're here. So what do we do? Bring it back to Joshua, this 15-year-old that sent me a letter asking me, what do I do? What can I do? That's sad. We got a 15-year-old he said, what can I do to help this decaying country? That's a 15-year-old that said that. And he's right. We're decaying away from greed. All right? Selfishness. We need more selflessness in this world. People need more empathy to understand what it's like to be in other people's shoes. Okay? Not everyone has a house over their head, or electricity, or running water, or food every day. Okay? Now I get it. I'm kind of, might be derailing a little bit, but the fact remains we have all these things. And we don't necessarily need to be in a community to survive, but we're still social creatures. We still need this, people to teach us. We still yearn for others' approval and, self-vindication, which a lot of people aren't getting. So they're seeking it, sometimes in negative places. I think that's part of all of this is what we've got a lot of issues that we have to cover. A lot. There's no one answer to anything. Obviously my mind is racing right now because I'm trying to sum up this statement, and it's difficult. We need to stop fighting. That's really it. I keep seeing this. There's this meme that keeps going around. Well, I don't know if it's a meme, but there's thousands of people standing, and there's a person with a whip, and he cracks it, and everybody but one person kneels down to this person, and the person in front doesn't. And then the next frame, the group around him stand up, and the guy cracks the whip again, and then everybody stands up, and the guy starts running. That is people coming together to, maintain what we have. So to Joshua, who asked me, what can I do? What do we do? You get involved. Look, the establishment has convinced everybody it's all about the presidency. Everything's just about the presidency. Worry about the president. Okay, no, the president is important, absolutely. But there's three different branches of government. Now, the judicial branch, we don't choose, but we choose the people who choose. Figuring out who the president's going to be and having a part of that is super important. But man, understanding what the House of Representatives and what what Congress does, okay, what the Senate does, they write the laws. They're the ones that are directly writing the laws that affect what we can and cannot do in this country. I argue that it's more important that we know who's in Congress. So you ask me what we need to do? We need to primary everybody. Everybody. I think we need to get rid of everybody. All right? Put in all new people. Now, obviously, there's going to be some crazy people that want to get in charge because they think they know. But what are we going to do? We're just going to let these people take all of our freedoms away? America is born on freedom. America is freedom. That's what I think when I think about what America is. I'm like, it's freedom. It's being free. I think about living in a place where, like China, where they fake capitalism. You can start getting, you can make a business, and if it makes a lot of money, the government can be like, yeah, that's ours now. That's good. Good job. Good job starting that business for us. It's like, what? No, it's my business. They're like, no, it's not. It's ours. Goodbye. Oh, are you going to argue? Go ahead. Try to argue. See what happens. It's like, they can just take your business, and they have, and they will again.